Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy Hikins and Trevor.
Of not being given so much of an attention. And I do consider that as a weakness because you're supposed to be able to count your losses and think, this is not working, that's not working, and just move on to, something else. And I think that's what successful people do. And I could be wrong here, or I could be right. I don't know. I suppose it depends on time tells, doesn't it? But I think successful people would look at a project and they would go, right, that's not viable, right? And they might not even go into it. They might just look at certain things and just think, right, that's not working, and they'll move on to something else. Now, I'm not like that. I'll look at something and I'll go, why is it not working? What can be done to make it work? And I would work around that project and get it going. But then it takes a chunk of your time.
Yeah.
And I consider that a weakness.
Yeah, maybe sometimes we need to, well, from what you're saying, sometimes there comes a point where you've got to say, no, I don't think it's going to work. And you cut your losses. You say, no, move on to something else. I think that's what you're saying. So I see why you think that could be a weakness, because you're sort of almost, it's the expression, flogging a dead horse, perhaps. Clearly, if it's something you persist at and it ultimately works, then I don't think you consider that a weakness. So tell me what you think a particular strength of yours is.
Right. That's I think, I would say my strength is being able to see things to completion. I would say is a strength. I would take whatever it is and see it through. I would make sure I finish it. I would never start a project and leave it halfway. So that's a strength. But then again, it could be a weakness. But then you learn something along the way. You learn a lot of things that could have been done, but that could have made it perhaps easier on your way. So I would say being able to, what's that word I'm looking for? I would say dedication to something.
Is a strength. Yeah.
Is a strength, yeah.
That's good. What about, tell me, do you think that life generally is unfair? Do you think life is an unfair project, if you like?
Yeah.
In what way? In what way?
I think life is unfair. I think life is unfair because, but then again, I do think life is fair. It all depends on how you look at it. Now, for instance, if you're running a race and you're sort of, what's that word I'm looking for? Disadvantaged from the start, then it might influence your finishing time, or if you ever finish at all. If you ever get finished this race.
What do you mean by being disadvantaged, though? Do you mean physically or something else?
So life has a lot of disadvantages, and if you start with one, chances are it would limit certain things. Say, for instance, some people start life with learning difficulties, and it just sort of hinders how they get on in life. with other people as well, because sometimes you could have a physical disability in an age where it was not recognized or widely recognized. Say, for instance, if somebody had learning ADHD in maybe the 50s, it'll be hard for anyone to say, well, this is what this person's got, and so should be shown a bit of consideration. Or if somebody was dyslexic from an early age on. Dyslexia has only been recognized probably maybe a decade ago or more than a decade ago, when people really studied it and thought, yeah, this is a disability. And so if you...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.